Hello everyone, welcome to the Fire Artisan channel. I'm Drew, and today is day 2 of our playing Cedric Phillips's Mono-Green Monsters / Mono-Green Aggro deck. He finished in the top 16 with this deck in the recent Arena Open, so I looked at the list. I thought it was great. I'm a fan of Cedric Phillips, so I thought, hey, why not do 5 days of this deck? Like, really get to know it, really get a sense of all the matchups and what he went through to advance through the tournament. So I have brought this list to you for a second time, and we'll jump in for another best of 3. I already talked about it a little bit yesterday, so I think we're just going to jump in today and kind of, talk as we go. I can tell you that today has been rough for me, Magic-wise. I've had a couple of just tough matchups. A couple of Orzhov decks in a row, actually. One of them, the first one was an Orzhov Doom deck, which was really bad for us because we're kind of a mid-range deck where we put out, one 4-drop threat, another 4-drop threat, Vivien, right? So that Doom Foretold, it really eats us up. And, Elspeth Conquers Death is strong enough. It's just a really tough matchup for us. All right, this is a keepable hand, though not a great one. Definitely looking for early creatures. I don't think I'm going to play the Serpent as a 1. Maybe I'll play it as a 2 if we don't draw. If we don't draw into... Okay. Huh. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have a 3-drop that I'm that excited about. I mean, if Gemraiser gets a target, then I'll go for that. But otherwise, I guess I'll just play the Serpent as a 3/3, which is probably the best we can do. Looks to be Sultai Ramp from what we've seen so far. It does. I think it is the exact type of matchup that our deck is built for. So this should definitely be okay. Still no targets for Gemraiser, so I think I'm going to play the Serpent as a 3. We're doing okay. We'll have 5 power on the field. But yeah, they're not under that much pressure. I mean, we do have Questing Beasts, 2 in our hand, so that's not bad. That could maybe catch us up a little bit. So, okay. Looks like they have the 2 blue sources that they need. I wonder if there's anything I should really worry about here in terms of counter magic. I think you got to go for the Questing Beast here. Anything else just seems way too slow. Maybe it'll get gusted. Do we want another one? That is not an easy question to answer. I'm trying to think if there's a better draw. I think a better draw would just be a land. So I'll decline. Yeah, the Cavalier's pretty good. Very good against us. Yeah, this is tough because they could just bring back the Nissa when this thing dies. I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do about that. Yeah. I mean, the Pelt Collector will go to a 4 when Questing Beast dies. They'll get the Nissa. I think we just have to play through it, maybe kill one of their lands with the ram through. Oh, they didn't even block. Okay. I mean, I guess the Cavalier is holding 6 power back from our side, so I kind of get that. That's pretty rough. Yeah. Nothing to it. That's just pretty rough. I was confused for a second as to why they didn't hit the Serpent, but it's got protection from that spell. Yeah, this is still looking pretty rough for us. We don't have any attacks, so I guess we're just building out a board right now. Maybe we'll go for this play. We'll make a big scary thing and attack with it. And it has protection from multicolored. So I think this is the best we can do. See, this is a good case. Like, I should make a note of this, right? Wouldn't even think that... it's like, of course, it makes sense to... mutate the Gem Razor onto something like a Stone Coil Serpent for the extra evasiveness. Plus, you know, obviously Gem Razor has good synergy with counters, having trample and whatnot, and reach. So this makes sense. It looks like they're going to do an Uro this turn. But yeah, Uro can't block this thing, so we do have a threat that has stuck, and we can also play our Ram through, so we may not be out of this game yet. All right, they have not exiled the Nissa, which we do not blame them for at all. Don't know why they would. So you can put any card down, yeah. Okay, so we have 5 mana. So option 1 is to do the 5/5 Serpent, get the Pelt Collector to do a 5, attack all. Alternatively, no, yeah, okay. I was thinking for a second, can we do Mobilized District, attack, and then tap Mobilized District after it's declared as an attacker to play a ram through, but we can't do that. We're missing 1 mana. All right, so that much is straightforward. I think we just want to attack all here. So I'll be interested to see if they grab anything. I would think that Casualties of War isn't good enough here. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's really interesting. Are they thinking about it? Oh, they didn't do it. Yeah, they didn't go for it. think I just have to assume they can't clear the board here and just deploy another threat. This way I can also attack with Mobilized District next turn. All right, and here we go. This is the big turn. A win here would be huge for us because we had a, as you might remember, we had a pretty rough start with the opening hand. I think we went to 6 and then kept a hand that wasn't great. They seem to be tapping for potentially Nissa, maybe a Casualties of War. Oh, it's a Hydroid Krasis, maybe hoping to draw something. We'll see if they come up with it here. It's kind of one of those moments where... Okay, all right. I guess they may have found it. So, a 3-mana answer to what's going on. I think I just want to attack with the Mobilized District here. Just maximize the pressure. And have them show me this answer. Yeah. Okay, sweet. Okay, so we were playing Sultai Ramp. I don't remember seeing any artifacts or enchantments, so I have to think. Yeah. I think we replace... Oh, we definitely want the Ceratops. Maybe instead of the Vivien. I mean, maybe one less questing beast because we do have the 4 copies of Shifting Ceratops. I'm a little unsure as to how many copies of Ram Through we want. So we saw an Uro and we saw a Cavalier. So that's pretty significant. Yeah, I think we do want the 4th copy of Ram Through actually. This seems okay though. I mean, I guess it's also tough. Like, maybe you do want the Vivien here. I mean, it seems like the type of matchup where you kind of just want to slam the haste creatures, especially the Shifting Ceratops. Oh, this is a great hand. This is not the kind of hand that I've been getting at all lately. Oh, and the land is a perfect draw. All right, well, this is officially going really well. Wow. Yeah, this is going so well for us. Bit of an interesting turn here. I'm not really sure if we want to go for Growth Chamber Guardian or the Preserver. Maybe we'll go for Growth Chamber Guardian. Kind of like the option of adapting on the 3rd turn here. Yeah, this is a little bit interesting. Do I just want to adapt or do I want to do Pelt Collector plus the Preserver? I guess I like Pelt Collector plus Preserver. This way I can potentially hold back the Preserver. Or not potentially, but definitely hold it back right now so that it wouldn't die to something like a Cry of the Carnarium. Still have 2 mana available. Pretty much still looking for lands here. Yeah, very much looking for lands here. I think I am just going to adapt this turn. I definitely feel like I have enough pressure on the board. Maybe I should have been a little bit more patient there. Yeah, I think I needed to be a little bit more patient there. Because then they might have done the Aether Gust first and I could have adapted in response to that. I'm not sure what I was thinking. I guess maybe I assumed they didn't have it. Wow. Considering that we've been really short on lands, I mean, that Casualties of War was pretty devastating. I guess, I mean, yeah, it's starting to look not great. I mean, I have to say, it's starting to look not great for us. We'll see. Oh, it's another one. So brutal. So brutal. I mean, at least they're not gaining life. And, I mean, we do have a 1-drop, so it could be worse. It could definitely be worse. All right, so Uro possibly plus something this turn. It's not bad. It's good enough to survive. All right. Well, hopefully they missed. Oh, boy. So do we... This definitely feels bad. 1 land, so we can't even ram through. If we attack all, they kill the troll, we get him for 3, and then they attack back, which is so bad. Maybe we hold everyone back. I mean, we really needed our lands. Yeah, it's too bad of an attack. I won't do it. I think I have to go for this. I mean, 1 removal spell kind of totally ends the game. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to make that block, because then if they do just have an Aether Gust or something, then I totally lose on the spot. Oh. Yeah. Well, that worked out for them. I mean, they really attacked our lands effectively there. I think I'd rather them just take the ram through or Ceratops, I guess. I mean, they would have been fine. Get through Uro, get through the Hydroid Krasis. But it looks like we're going to go to a game 3, so it's kind of exciting. All right. I think I'm happy to just call it on this attack. I don't think there's any way we come out of it and go on to win the game. Not with 3 lands maximum next turn. Oh, this is the matchup where you want this. I don't know what I was thinking, of course. So the beast can go. How do we lose that game? They hit us with Casualties of War, which was huge. We're not playing artifacts or enchantments. They had the Nissa down. They had the Hydroid Krasis. Ram through wasn't great. But yeah, I forgot about those Death Touchers. Those should be good in this matchup, right? It's another green deck. Could give us card advantage. And it can also sort of attack through the Uro. So it's not bad. As usual, we're just looking to draw lands. No, I think we want lands. All right. Not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. I mean, one thing I noticed with this deck is that you don't always have, it's weird, yeah, you don't usually have the mana to pay for these preservers, not in a close game. It seems like the kind of bonus effect that's only really useful if you're already sort of ahead. Can start putting these adversaries down. Seems pretty good. This is a tough situation for even a card like Ram Through. It's definitely tough for our deck to succeed when we like don't have the biggest creatures on the battlefield. All right. See if we're gonna get a draw here. Looks like we won't. All right, and we do have 2 Growth Chamber Guardians, so I definitely feel better just playing one of them out to get possibly Noxious Grasp. Although maybe at this point they'll just go for the Preserver. I mean, Noxious Grasp doesn't really feel that scary right now because I don't have any of my really big heavy hitters down yet. They are at a pretty comfortable 14 life right now, so it doesn't really feel like this one's going to go my way, but we'll see how it plays out. I think, okay, well now we're really in a situation where a win starts with drawing the 4th land. This is interesting. Another point where I have no idea if I can afford to adapt the Growth Chamber Guardian right now. I think I will just adapt it for the turn. But this is rough because they can just hold mana up. I mean, they have so much mana. I mean, they'll see that we have a pretty stacked hand, but we just can't play our spells. Huh, it seems like maybe they are considering the Growth Chamber Guardian here. It is the only playable card, so makes sense. Yeah, this is pretty bad for us. I mean, I think I have to go for it. I don't think I can just not spend my 3 mana this turn. I think I'd rather try to draw a 4th land and maybe get a Vivien going or something. Oh, that's huge. That's absolutely huge. So do we get Vivien going? I think we get Vivien going because Shifting Ceratops doesn't do anything yet. We'll see if they have an answer. No, not yet. All right. Well, we have our combination. I'm glad we brought the Viviens back in. This is starting to shift in our direction. I can feel it. There may be blood in the water, as they say. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why did they play that? Huh. Well, this is the play. Give it haste. I mean, could they have a huge shark? Is that the plan here? Yeah, what could they have here? I think if they had a Noxious Grasp, they would have already played it on the Vivien. I mean, are they just... I feel like I haven't seen any Shark Typhoons in their list. Yeah, so I'm very confused as to what they could be playing here. I think I'm just going to go for it, right? I mean, maybe I'm overthinking it, but definitely don't want to lose because of some dumb mistake. I think whatever they do is gonna call for an emote. So I'll just queue some of these up here. All right, it is in fact a shark, so they still do need an additional answer to the Ceratops, or else it is going to be a good game. It's an Aether Gust. Yeah, okay. Well, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Okay, so that's day 2. Let's look at that battlefield. So one thing I want to mention before I sign off here is just I was kind of debating with myself as to whether this was right to bring in the matchup. And I'm still not entirely sure. I don't think it is right in this case, just because they had so few green permanents, and it was sort of costing 4 the whole time, except when they had the Cavalier down. But that said, it did kind of force a block from the Cavalier, so maybe this is the type of matchup that he envisioned bringing it in. So I'm not sure. I'm going to have to continue testing with this sideboard card here. These were great. I feel like I'm happy to go with all 4 of these, no problem. Okay, sweet. Yeah, so that was day 2 with this deck. I'm going to keep playing with it, and then I'm excited to keep exploring it. It's been doing pretty well for me lately. I mean, definitely has some bad matchups again in some of these black-white decks that have been floating around, especially the Doom Foretold archetypes. I think we're very weak to, but other than that, yeah, it's been going really well. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you in the near future. Yeah, thank you so much.